Go further.
My hobby is traveling, dancing, and cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Eat. Okay, I'm single, kind of. It be village. I don't know.
What are you trying to say?
I'm single. I'm
What are you
single.
trying to say? Ich bin ladies.
Okay.
Yes, okay. It been legit.
Ladies.
Okay, ladies.
Mm-hmm.
It habe.
Okay.
Kinda.
You are trying to say I have a child or I don't
I
have a
don't have a
child.
child. I don't have a
Ich,
child.
Kind.
ich habe keine Kinder.
It habe. Kinda. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Funmilayo, what else do you want to ask her?
She has answered all
Oh,
what I will ask her. Except if I
okay.
answered
So maybe
Beirut.
what would you like to? Okay. So how do you say Beruf? How do you throw the question at Funmilayo and ask her, what do you do for a living? How do you do that?
This is
okay.
Beirut. This
Okay.
Beirut.
Was
My
machen Sie
beruflich
beruflich?
ist Schneiderin.
Hmm? Okay. So you ask her what she does too. Funmilayo,
Where is
ask her what she does.
okay? Where is Beruflin? Beruf, sorry.
Was ist dein Beruf?
Okay, was is thy Beruf?
Mhm.
My Beirut is beauty advisor.
Okay. So you guys say your
So we
goodbyes.
okay.
You want to ask her one more question? What do you want to ask her?
Wie geht's du?
Wie geht's dir?
Okay, wie geht's dir?
Mm-hmm. Maybe how do you answer that? She just asks you, how are you?
Me geht.
Mm-hmm. Mir geht's. Mm-hmm.
Me geht. Wunderbar.
Mir geht's wunderbar. Okay. So you guys say your goodbyes.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Vida. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. So thank you very much. So two things that Fumilayo and Mabel just gave us a clue of. Now, who can tell us how did Fumilayo say a goodbye to Mabel? You guys can mute yourself. Thank you very much. Now, Mabel said Auf Wiederhören and Fumilayo said Auf Wiedersehen. So, who can tell us in this context what is Auf Wiederhören and Auf Wiedersehen? Who can tell us? You can just raise your hand if you want to answer the question. Benjamin, go ahead.
Okay, auf Wiedersehen sind see you later auf
Yeah.
English und auf Wiederhören. Hear from you later auf English.
When you are on phone, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Auf Wiedersehen is when you are physically present with the person, and Auf Wiederhören is when you are on phone. Okay, thank you very much. So, Solomon, your hand was raised. Tell us what we did last week before we get into our class today. So refresh us.
Guten Abend.
Guten Abend.
Yeah. Last week we did the W questions, which we said they are very vital when starting conversations.
Mm-hmm.
So we did why, warum, who, wer, where, wo, when, wann, which, welch, how, wer, what, was,
Okay.
whose, wissen. And then we also touched on questions like, what is your favorite week? Was
Mm-hmm.
ist dein Lieblingswoche? Then we also talked about your favorite weekend or something. Maybe you are responding that, oh, your favorite week is Saturday, something like that. My Lieblingswoche is das Samstag.
Okay. My
And then
Lieblingstag.
my Lieblingswoche
My Lieblingswoche, okay.
is das Samstag.
My Lieblingstag is Samstag. Now, Lieblingswochen, you are trying to say favorite week. But when you say Lieblingstag, it means favorite day.
Okay.
Okay, so yes, and what else can you remind us of? Is that all we did on Saturday?
We
On Thursday, rather?
we did word for the week. You mentioned
We did,
something like word for the week, cooking, which is like cooking.
yes, we look at cooking, okay?
Cooking. Yes.
So thank you very much. So that is our weekly verb that we did. And then today we are going to move very, very fast and nice. I hope you guys are having a lovely day. I hope you had a very nice weekend. So we are going to move into our today's class, and really we apologize again for the delay, and that's because it was a bit of fault on our side. We couldn't conclude maybe class was going to hold today. So today, we talked about the W question, and I said these W questions are very essential. Just have it at the back of your mind. We talked about wer, sure. We talked about warum. We talked about wie, wer, wo, wann, was, wissen. So these are basic, not basic, they are very, very essential when we are going into our next topic now. Today we are going to be doing only common phrases, okay? Common phrases. This you can use any day, anytime in Germany, okay? I mean, you're learning German, but you should be able to already say some phrases in German language. So today is our lesson 6. If I'm not mistaken, today is our lesson 6. Lektion 6. Lektion 6. Lesson 6. Okay, and today we are going to some of the common phrases. Now they have a lot of common phrases, just like you have it in the English word, right? Where you can say many phrases in English. We also have it in German language. Now, these common phrases they are helping verbs. They will help you once you are trying to understand and learn. And they call this verb häufige regelmäßig. So I'm going to write that. Häufige regelmäßig. Okay, these are common verbs, common phrases, rather, that you can use in your daily works. So let's go to the first one. The first one is kein Problem. So as you will have guessed it, what does it mean?
No
You
problem.
can say-
No problem.
Okay, so someone already said no problem. So I don't have to write the English word, right? So somebody said no problem. Then let's move to our number 2. We want to look at es tut mir leid. Who can tell us what es tut mir leid means?
I am sorry.
Es tut mir leid. So, I'm sorry. Okay. So, these verbs, I expect that you are using it for our class when we are going to be talking. So, es tut mir leid. Mir leid. Okay. Es tut mir leid. Then, if you now decide to put sehr leid, then it means what? Es tut mir sehr leid.
I am very
So,
sorry.
I am very sorry. So you see the difference. I'm sorry. I am very sorry. So then let's move on because we're going to move very, very fast today. Entschuldigung. Entschuldigung. I'm not writing the English behind it, so please endeavor to write your own English. Ayomide, what would you like to tell me?
I was going to say the meaning of Entschuldigung.
Okay, so what does Entschuldigung means?
Means excuse me.
Okay, I don't know why poll is showing. I'm not going to use this poll thing. So give me a minute. Okay.
It's fine. Okay.
Oh, Chike, I'm so sorry. We did not even say good evening to you. Pardon our manners. So let's say good evening to Chike. You can unmute to say good evening to him. Let's unmute to say good evening to
Hi,
Chike.
Guten Abend.
Guten Abend.
Guten Abend.
Guten Abend. So Chike, pardon us. Pardon our manners. We didn't say good evening to you. So then we move ahead quickly, very quickly. These are common phrases. So I expect that very soon now you'll be speaking these common phrases to me in class, right? So Ayomide just told us about what Entschuldigung means. Now, we talked that in our class, we are going to be dealing with formal and both informal. So this Entschuldigung that I wrote is for informal. Okay, it is an informal Entschuldigung. But if you want to say the formal way, then you say Entschuldigung. So it's the en am ender that is just the difference. So let me quickly write that so that we move. So you have to be conscious of what I told you about, that everything comes with both informal and formal. So we say Entschuldigung. Entschuldigung. Gung. This one is the informal, okay? This is the informal. Then the other one is also Entschuldige with en am ende. Okay? So this you say Entschuldigung. Bitte is, you remember our bitte. Excuse me, please. Okay? Then Entschuldigen Sie bitte is also a very formal way to say excuse me. But the first one, which is Entschuldigung, has UNG, which is informal. Entschuldigen, this is formal way. So then let's move on very quickly. Like I'm going to be writing, and don't forget, please write your English at the back of it if you are keeping your note. So, keine Ahnung. What does keine Ahnung means? What does keine Ahnung? What does that mean? Can somebody Can somebody just raise your hand and tell us if you know it? Ibrahim, go ahead.
Yeah, keine Ahnung means no idea.
No idea. Okay, thank you very much. So, keine Ahnung means no idea. So, please write that, because I'm not writing that. Write it. The English word, always remember to write it so that you go back to your own notes and see it for yourself. Okay? So then we move on to the next phrase. We move on to the next phrase. We have ja. We have ja. What does ja means?
Yeah, means yes.
Yes.
Yes, Solomon, I'm writing it.
Yes, the last one, no idea. You didn't write it up.
Yeah, I did. Okay, so I'm going to put it as number 6. So, keine Ahnung. You mean that keine Ahnung?
Yes, ma'am.
Keine Ahnung. So I just wrote it now so that you can see. Keine Ahnung. You see? So number 7, 9. What does 9 means?
No. Means no.
Okay, perfect. So what does wie bitte means? Wie bitte? Wie bitte? Oder noch einmal. Noch einmal. What does it mean?
Noch einmal means to come again.
Okay. So then we go to Ich verstehe nicht. Okay, so but I just want to make a note. If you're already living in Germany, don't answer. Okay? So I want for the people who are still in Nigeria to answer this. So if you have an idea, please, you can just raise your hand. If you have an idea. Chika, go ahead.
I don't understand.
It means I don't understand. So, ich weiß nicht. Ich weiß nicht. What does ich weiß nicht means? Number 10. Ich weiß es nicht or ich weiß nicht.
I don't know.
Okay. I want to see who is talking, so you have to please raise your hand. Ich weiß nicht. Okay, Benjamin, you're the one talking.
Ich weiß nicht means I don't know.
Okay. Are you already in Germany?
Nein, ich bin nicht in Deutschland.
Okay. Ich weiß nicht. Ich weiß nicht. my board. And guys, excuse me today because I couldn't use our normal way. So ich weiß es nicht. Ich weiß nicht. So ein Moment. Please raise your hand. Ein Moment. Daniel, go ahead.
Yeah, in a moment.
In a moment. Augenblick, bitte. What does that mean?
I'm taking it slow now.
Augenblick. In ein Augenblick. So it also means in a moment. So if you got into a store and then that person says kleine Augenblick, it just means that even though the English word is like close your eye and open it, it also means it's a Redematter that means give me a moment. Okay, that's what it means. So let's go to number 12. Let's go to fragen. Fragen. What does fragen mean? Daniel,
Question.
go ahead.
Question.
Okay, question. Don't forget that when you are using like this fragen is always going to be in a conjugated form. So always remember that you have to conjugate. Like this is a verb now. Don't forget, this is a verb. Okay? This is a verb. Let's go to, we are not going to be doing a lot. Versuchen. 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 What does versuchen means? Please, if I'm too fast, please let me know. Okay? Versuchen. Versuchen means okay. Kelvin and Ope, you are very unmuted. Kelvin and Ope, you are very unmuted, so please introduce yourself to us. Ope Olajide and Kelvin James, introduce yourself to us, please.
Okay. Guten Abend, Frau Mother.
Guten Abend.
Yeah.
Guten Abend.
Guten Abend. So you guys go ahead, do your introduction to each other and say hello to each other.
Hallo. Guten Abend.
Hallo. Guten Abend.
Ich bin Kevin und du?
Mein Name ist Ope Olajide.
Okay. Ope Olajide is good.
Good. Und der?
I'm good.
What is good? What is good of German? Kelvin. How do you reply that? How do you reply I'm good of German?
Okay. You say hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
I'm good. I'm good.
Noch einmal bitte. Again, please.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you, Kelvin.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. So, James, it means that you have to go back and look at how you can respond to conversation. Okay? Mir geht's good. That's the word you're looking for. Or mir geht's wunderbar. Oder mir geht's super. Oder mir geht's schlecht. You have to know how to respond to conversation. So, Okwe, go ahead and do further introductions and Kenelen. Go ahead.
So can I voice consider?
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Voice consider.
Not one.
Voice consider.
Yeah.
It's asking you, where are you from?
Okay. Ich komme aus Nigeria.
Oh, alles gut. So,
Yeah.
was ist dein Beruf?
Yeah. Ich bin Student.
Oh,
It's been studenting, okay?
wie
So,
alt bist
Kelvin,
du? Wie alt
hi,
bist du?
What kind of place? Because
Wie alt bist du? Wie alt bist du?
How old are you? He
okay, is that
asked
what
you.
you wanted?
So how do you respond?
It's been Java. It's been high. Step 30.
Oh,
How do you say what's the number in English, Kelvin? 30 what?
33.
33. So
What
how do you say it? So how do you say 33 in German?
dry 30?
Say again.
I said dry und 30.
Drei und dreißig.
Yes.
Drei und dreißig. Okay. So, Opeyemi, are you done asking him a question?
und der Vesuvia rettet oder Ledisch?
Oder what kind of
He's asking you,
Vesuvia
are you married or single?
Oh, it's been verheiratet.
Oh,
No kind
das
of
ist
bitte.
gut. Ich auch.
It's been verheiratet. Haben ein Kinder.
Das ist
Du bist
gut. Ich auch.
verheiratet.
Ja.
So, Kelvin, this is the assignment that you have. Go and learn how to introduce yourself. We did the previous class, right? You can find previous class online by Nigerians in Germany on all social platforms. Go back and know how to introduce yourself. It's very, very important. Now, Kelvin, ask Okwe any question. He has been asking you all the questions. Now you ask him questions and get to know him.
Okay, okay. What is your familiar name?
Say again.
What is
Say
your
it again.
familiar name?
Is thy familiar name.
This is the familiar name.
Okay.
Yeah, my nickname is Olajide. My nickname is Olajide.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah, thank you. Und du? Was ist
my familiar
family?
name? My familiar name is James.
Ben?
Yeah.
Oh,
Vote
good.
must completely.
Say
Is
that
it?
again.
Max do beruflich.
Was magst du beruflich? What do you do for an occupation?
Oh, ja. Ich bin ein Student.
Du bist Studentin, okay. So, guys, say your goodbye to each other.
Oh,
Okay.
Ben, auf Wiederhören. Tschüss.
Auf Wiedersehen. Danke.
Okay.
Tschüss. Gute Nacht.
Cheers. Okay, thank you very much. So we move on to our class. Please mute yourself. If not, you will have to introduce yourself to us properly. And if you don't want me to call you, please kindly mute yourself. So let's go back to our board and see where we stop. Then we will go back to vielleicht. There's a word called vielleicht. Maybe. Okay? It's called maybe. You can ask me, maybe would you like to eat rice and beef stew? Then if I want to tell you maybe, you know, like I'm not sure, it's like vielleicht. Okay? Vielleicht. I'm not sure. I'm still thinking over it. Vielleicht. It means maybe. Okay? Or maybe I want to say stimmt so. It is so. Okay? It is so. I can say stimmt so. Stimmt so. Or ist so. Okay? You want to say is so or so. Maybe you concord to somebody saying something, just like you would say, I agree or stimmt so. It's like that. That's how it is. Okay? You just say your stimmt so. Okay, so let's see which other one we can touch today. We have Frage already. Then there is maybe you're trying to gist me what happened in class today. Then I can say to you, erzählen, erzählen, like to tell. Okay? Tell me. You are telling me, okay, maybe I just bought a new car. You know, if I want to tell me, I want to hear all the full details, I could say erzählen, erzählen. Okay, so that's what that means. Then let's see Sachen. Okay, Sachen. Sachen means things. Okay, things. Just or if you don't want to use Sachen, it also means das Ding. Das Ding. Okay, or you can use Dinge. Okay, it also means things. Like, oh, look at all the things I bought in the market today. Or look at my room is in a mess. I need to clean it. You know, things. You know, it just means things. Let me write the English. Okay. Then we talk about, you can, instead of also saying a moment, you can just say moment. Sometimes people can be very lazy to even say words. So moment means moment also of German. Kuchen. Kuchen. To look, you know, or look. These one are verbs, okay? This is a verb. And just like that fragen that we talked about also, I also put V in front of it so that you will know that that is also a verb. Now, there is bitte. This is a very common phrase, though. Bitte wiederholen. Like, please say it again. Bitte wiederholen. So wiederholen. Or you can say bitte wiederholen Sie. Okay, that means please repeat it again. So you can say to me, please repeat all the time. Or just like we said before, noch einmal bitte. You can also use this word. Noch einmal. It means say it again. Noch einmal. Don't forget that you always want to be very polite and very distinct when you speak. So, like we said, bitte, danke schön is a magic word that goes all the way. You want me to repeat something, you can say to me, bitte wiederholen Sie oder noch einmal bitte. It's kind of mean the same thing. Please repeat. Repeat what you just said. Okay. So for those of you who are going to be doing exam and the supervisor, or is it supervisor now they call them, asks you a question and you don't understand it, then you can tell the person, bitte wiederholen Sie oder noch einmal bitte. Okay, then she can repeat herself or himself. Then you want to say, we've been saying ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch, ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch, So I'm going to write that. Ich spreche. You can say etwas Deutsch. Okay, it also means I speak a little bit of German. You also can use ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch. I speak a little. This one also means I speak a bit. Is either you say I speak a bit of English, I speak a bit of German, regardless of it. Just say I speak a bit. Okay. Now we move on to more. We have Arbeit. Okay. Arbeit. And that is work. It's a very common phrase. Then we have zu Hause, like home. Okay, I'm at home. You can ask me, Mabel, where are you? I can now say ich bin zu Hause. That means I'm at home. Okay, this is a very common phrase. Then maybe I want to say oder is andere, oder. Okay, you see, oder. You can say, for example, if you're trying to ask me, what other language do you speak? Then you have to use this andere. Okay. Or you want to say lustig. Du bist aber lustig. You are very funny. This is lustig. Funny. Okay. You are very funny. Then maybe you want to say last, or last week, anything last is called letzte. Letzte. Okay. Last. Letzte Woche. Letztes Jahr. So you can also say it like, am I the only one at the screen? You have to zoom out. Then you have to say, maybe you ask me to go a very far place and I can say to you, oh, that place is very far. And weit, that's what it means. Okay, weit, that's what it means. Guys, just give me a minute. I'm going to unmute myself for a minute.
Sorry, just to confirm, is the screen still sharing? Because I can't seem to see the screen, please.
I'm back with you guys. So who has a question before we move on? Who has a question? Solomon, I think you have to zoom out or zoom in. I don't know how Chike usually will tell you to do it. Who has a question before we move on?
Excuse me, Sullivan.
And Shodugun, or you want to say excuse me. So how do you say excuse me of German? We just talked about it.
Sullivan.
And Shodugun, okay? Ishodish. I'm hearing you.
Yeah,
What do you
I didn't get what you say is the meaning of Fragen and first student.
I didn't hear that. You have to speak to the mic. You're not audible enough.
Okay, I didn't hear what you say is the meaning of Fragen.
Fragen.
Yeah.
Fragen is question, to ask or ask.
Okay.
And which other one?
What about Versuchen?
Huh?
Versuchen.
Versuchen.
Yes.
Try, to try. Versuchen.
Okay.
Versuchen means to try.
One more thing. What is the difference between nine and kind? Can I say nine problem? Must I say kind problem?
No, yes, kind problem, as in no problem. When you are saying no, you cannot, it's not grammatically correct. You cannot say nine problem. No, it doesn't, it's grammatically incorrect. So you have to say kind problem in that situation, no problem. Then they know that you're saying, okay, it's not a problem. But then you cannot now say nine problem. You know, it's wrong. But as time goes on, we learn to differentiate both because
what if somebody say Kelvin, tea with a coffee? Then I say would I say nine coffee bitter or kind coffee bitter?
I didn't understand that question. You have to speak to your mic.
I say, what if someone asks me, Kelvin, tea with a coffee? Then
tea, okay, tea or
coffee.
Or that coffee, okay, tea or that coffee, okay, and then
can I reply kind Vasa, please?
You can say nine.
Okay,
Water,
can I
please.
say kind Vasa bitter or nine?
No, you can't use the word kind. You cannot use the word kind. No, you have to use nine. Vasa bitter. You see? Kind has its own it has its own structure, and they don't usually will go with W question. Now you cannot ask me what W question can I ask was willst du essen? Like, what are you gonna eat? And then I said kein Brot, you know, that means no bread, you know, oder willst du Brot essen? And then I say kein Brot, you know. You have to say nine. Now, kein Problem oder keine Kinder oder kein Kind, you have to know how to use the word kind, but they are not relatively to no. They are not together. Okay, so most time it's better that you use your nine or you use your kind problem or kind essen, you know. It has to be kind is like is personated to you. Okay, so that's why you cannot use both interchangeably. I hope you understand that.
Yes, I understand.
Okay, so who else has a question that we can talk about before we move on? So if no question, then let's move ahead to our sentence structure today. We are going to be getting a bit into the proper German today, and we are going to be doing sentence structure. Now, in English, what does our sentence structure consist of? What do you think our sentence structure consists of? Who can tell me? You can just raise your hand and I'll call you. What does sentence structure consist of? Aziz Larry, go ahead.
Subject.
Subject and?
Yeah, subject, verb, and object.
Okay. So today we are going to be looking at, thank you guys. So today we're going to be looking at two of those sentence structure. And this is called Satzstruktur. Okay. So I'm going to write that. So we are doing sentence structure. Okay. It's called Satzstruktur. So Larry told us that our sentences usually contain the subject, the verb, and the object, okay? But we are not going to be looking at object today. We're going to be looking at two of them today, the subject and the verb. Now we will learn where the subject is and we will learn the position of the verb, okay? And then we'll be doing some kind of exercise. Now, you know, we'll always introduce ourselves, like when Larry will say, Ich bin Larry or Ich heiße Larry. We always introduce ourselves that way. Ich bin Larry, for example, okay? Or Ich heiße Jennifer, like this. Okay, so where is the subject and where is the verb? Now let's break it down. The Ich is the subject and the bin is the verb. Okay, and then we have Larry. Okay, so always remember that you have it, or the way you have it in English is the way you also have it in German. There has to be a subject and there has to be a verb. Okay, and sometimes the verb takes either left or right or center position. But the verb is always in a second position. Sometimes when the verb is taking the first position, it comes as a question, okay? Like when we say kochen, okay? We used our weekly word of today, kochen. So I can say that ich koche, ich koche. So that's why I wanted us to get very familiar with using some words. Okay, ich koche Wasser, I'm cooking water. And this is our subject, for example. And this is our verb. Now, if you want to put this if you want the verb to come here, okay, if you want the verb to take the first place, it means that it will take, it will be a W kind of question. So cooks do. So you want to ask me again now. Cooks do Wasser. Are you cooking water? So you see that the verb has taken the first position, and then the subject has taken the second position. Okay, so it's usually this way. But when you now put the verb in the first position, sometimes they come as a very, very W question. Like not W question that we did last week, but they come as a question that needs a reply. Let's make more few examples together. Now I say, ich bin krank, okay? Ich bin krank, for example. So where is my subject? Where is my verb? Can someone tell me? You can just raise your hand. Can someone tell me? Larry, go ahead, please.
I'm sick.
Okay. So where is my subject?
The subject
Larry,
is
where's...
ish.
Okay, then where is the verb?
The verb is been.
Okay, been. So guys, you can see that it is always, so he said the subject is ish and then the verb is krank. We'll make more example. Gestern habe ich meine Tante gesehen. So where is the subject and where is the verb? Can someone tell me? Can someone go ahead and tell me? Aziz Larry, I don't want you to answer. So if I go ahead.
The verb is habe.
The verb is haben.
And ich, the subject.
And ish is the subject. Okay. So I hope everyone is understanding this. We are going to go to further more examples so that it won't look very confusing to anyone. Okay. And I'm going to choose a simpler example. So if I just told us that this is the verb and this is the subject. So you can see the verb or the subject the subject rather can decide to go to the further end, left, right, middle, center, but the verb is always in second position. So this will lead us to how we did our W question. Remember, we did W question last week. So you usually will ask, wo wohnen Sie? For example, wo wohnen Sie? So where is the verb? Where is the verb? Where is the verb? Chika, go ahead.
The verb is wohnen.
The verb is wohnen. And where's the subject?
Sie.
The verb is, the subject is Sie. Okay. So guys, I hope we are understanding this. I hope that this is getting very clear. If you have a question, please stop us now and let's let's talk about it. Unless I'm going to ask a question. So ask me a question, or I ask you a question. You know, that's the way it goes with us, right? So let's ask Prosper Ukabwike. Where is the question? Where is the verb? And where is the subject in this sentence that I'm going to say? Wie heißt du? Wie heißt du? So you can go ahead and unmute yourself. Wie heißt du? We are waiting for you. Okay, so he needs to report himself to us. So Daniel Oni, let me ask you a question, or let me say a word, and then you can tell me where the subject is. Ich bin müde. Where's the subject and where is the verb? Ich bin müde.
So verb. Sorry, I'm actually on traffic. I'm struggling to hear you. I'm on traffic.
Okay, it's okay.
Hello?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
hello?
okay. It's okay. It's okay, Prosper. We'll get back
Okay,
to you.
Okay,
Thank you.
mildew is the verb. Mildew is the verb. That's tired.
Ich bin müde.
Is the verb.
Are you sure? Who can help us out? Ich bin müde. Or ich bin super.
Being is the verb.
So let me write it so that it won't be as if I'm cheating. Ich bin müde. So Daniel, look at the board again. I am tired. Where is the subject and where is the verb? Ich bin müde. Okay. Ich bin müde. So, Daniel,
Yes.
where is the subject and where is the subject and where is the verb?
The subject is each, which is I. Then been, am is the verb.
Okay, perfect. Now you can understand it. Thank you. So let's see who else. Justice. I haven't heard your voice today. So Justice, you have to tell us wie ist deine Familienname? Where is the subject and where is the verb?
Hello, Ma'am. I'm in transit to please. If you notice, I'm not even there. Yes, I'm sorry. That's why I'm quiet.
Okay. No, okay. Thank you very much. So
Yes,
who can bail us out? Wie ist deine Familienname? At least we ask each other. Wie ist deine Familienname? Who will bail us out aside Assis? Because it seems it's only Assis that understand us today. So who can bail us out? Where is the subject? Where is the verb? Who can bail us out? Okay, so let me go and look for who can help us with this. Faith Ude, can you help us out? Faith, you can unmute yourself to speak. Okay, Faith, you have to report yourself back to us. So Aziz, please help us out once again.
Ist is the verb. Familienname is the noun. I mean, is the subject.
Is the subject. So, guys, I hope we understand this. And now today we are going to look at family tree. We else love family tree. So let's look at a bit of family tree today. Okay. And I'm going to title that my family or family tree. So what does a family consist of? Can someone just name like 4 members of the family for us?
Father, mother, sister. Father, mother,
Please,
siblings,
you have to please raise your hand. Chika, please go ahead.
Okay, so my sister is meine Schwester.
I just want the names of what the family consists of.
Oh, okay. Okay, I don't understand now. What
Tell
family
me
name?
what does it consist of? My sister, my father, something like that. Not in German, please.
Okay. Sister.
Understand.
Okay, father, mother.
Okay, give me a minute. I'm going to write that family tree as you're speaking to us. So we have father, we have mother. Then which other one did you talk about?
Daughter.
Okay, wait, we have father, we have mother, we have which one? Daughter.
Yes.
We have son, or which other one? Mention anyone,
Brother.
extended relative, brother.
Sister.
Okay, sister.
Uncle.
Uncle. What else?
Aunt. Grandfather.
Grandmother. What else?
That's
What
all.
else would you like to say? Okay, thank you very much. So let's go to, how do you say father in German? How do you say father in German? Father in German. Can somebody tell us?
Father. My father.
So we have Vater, then we have Mutter, we have Tochter, so we have Vater, we have Mutter, we have Tochter, we have Sohn, so we have Tochter, we have Sohn. Oh, I already wrote it in German. So this is the English, okay, guys? This is the English. So I already wrote son here. Then we have Bruder. Then we have brother. Bruder. Then we have sister. Geschwister or Schwester. Geschwister means siblings. Then we have uncle. We have uncle. Who can tell me what is uncle? Daniel, go ahead. Daniel, go ahead. We can hear you. If I go ahead, we can hear you. Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes, we can.
Okay, so what does uncle means? Uncle means if I were waiting for you, but you didn't unmute yourself. Uncle, okay? Uncle. Then you have aunt, which means tante. Okay? Then we have grandfather, or you grandpa or something. You call them opa or oma. Then you have cousins, right? Or cousina. Now, when it comes to cousin, they have the female one, and then they have the male one. So you have cousin. You have cousin, the English word cousin. We have cousin. Now, for females, you call them cousina. Okay, and for the male, you call them cousin. Okay, you have to differentiate both. The female one ends with the E. Okay, so who else do we have in family tree?
Nephew.
Nephew. So we have both my siblings. You know, you always say my siblings. The siblings is called meine Geschwister. Meine Geschwister. Okay? So we have the word siblings. We have siblings. Siblings is called Geschwister. Geschwister. Then you tend to have nephews, right? You have nephews. Nefte. Okay? Nefte. What else do you have? Who else do you have?
Niece.
You have niece, okay? So you have your niece. Who else do you have? Who else do you have?
Wife, husband.
You have husbands. You have husband. You have couples also. So you have husbands. You have couple. What do you have again? You have wife, or who else do you have again? Niece, like she said. Who else do you have again?
Father-in-law, mother.
Okay. Mother-in-law, mother-in-law, father-in-law. Mother-in-law, father-in-law. Father-in-law. Brother-in-law, sister-in-law. Who else do you have?
Great grandfather, great grandmother.
Great
First
grandfather.
cousin.
Great grandfather. Great grandfather, great grandmother. Great grandmother. Who else do we have?
First cousin, second cousin.
Who else do we have?
Children.
We have children. We have children. So these children, you should already know that by now. You know that one already. Oh?
Yes.
You already know children already now. You always talk about it, kinder. Okay, so who else do we have again? Is that all?
Fiance.
Okay, so you have wife, for example. You have husband, but women. So let's go back to this place. A man. A Frau. No, A Frau. It's supposed to be here. So a Frau. So husband and also wife. Then when you want to call them together, they are couple. Then we have mother-in-law, we have father-in-law. Who can guess what mother or father-in-law is?
Couple is what?
Couple is what? Give me a minute. So I'm finding it very difficult with my board. Guys, just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. I'm finding it difficult with my board. Guys, just give me a minute. I don't know what just happened now. Okay? So, okay, I think I got it. So there is also in this couple, let's talk a bit about it because like our country, our nation is beginning to look very wonderful. Now, this couple in Germany is divided into some parts, okay? Now you can be living together and not married. Now we have something we call Ehe partnering. That means you are like partner, right? Like when it comes to a woman, like we are not married, right? But you're my partner. So when you want to call the lady that may be living with you, you call them Ehe partnering. That's you guys are not. Then for ladies who is also living with a man and they are not married, you call them Ehe partner. Now, Also, in fact, this is a very interesting topic. Also, remember that in Germany, LGBTQ and all of that is allowed, right? So, in this manner, they can use the one acting like the female can also take the place of the AE partnering. And the one also acting like the man can also do a he partner. Now, also for women who are the lesbians, if I'm touching a very sensitive topic, then I apologize in advance. Okay, so this is,
It's good.
Yes, it's good. Or we saying that.
I'm just saying no problem. It's okay.
Okay, thank you. So let me close that topic for now. It's very sensitive. So these are partner things happening in Germany. But when you now want to call them, you call them APA, okay? You call them APA. Okay? So then you know that they have many branches of living situations. So let's move on to mother-in-law. Who can tell us mother-in-law? Who can tell us mother-in-law? How do you call mother-in-law? It's called Schwiegermutter. Okay? Schwiegermutter. Schwieger. That is my mother-in-law. Schwiegermutter. The same way for father-in-law, Schwiegervater. So I will know that you're just talking about your father-in-law or your mother-in-law. So Schwiegervater. So now that I've given you 2 words about Schwieger, so how do we call Schwieger brother-in-law? How do we call brother-in-law?
Schwiegerbrüder.
Schwiegerbrüder. So how do we call sister-in-law? How do we call sister-in-law?
Schwiegerschwester.
Okay, so it's kind of tricky. I don't know why, but the brother-in-law is actually called Schwanger. Okay, Schwager. I don't know why it's that. Yes, so I don't know, but that's how they call it. I don't know why the Schwieger decide to change. Then you have your sister-in-law, which is the Schwangere. Schwangere with the N-I am ended. Remember, then with umlaut. So this is sister-in-law. Then you have like your gross Oma, which is like great Oma or great grandpa. Remember our Oma, Opa is grandfather and grandmother. So Großmutter oder Großvater oder Großopa. Then we know about Kinder already. Then what else? What else? Who else are we talking about in the family tree? So that we'll just finish it.
Stepmother.
Who else? Stepmother.
Stepfather.
Stepmother. Yeah. Those ones are really very relevant. Okay, parents, okay? Because you can call them by their name. Okay, so how do we call parents in German? Who can tell us? Who can tell us? How do
Eltern.
Eltern. Okay, Eltern. So you can easily tell someone This is my Elton. Or how do you now say this is my siblings? How do you say that? Daniel Uni, how do you say this is my siblings? How do you say my siblings? How do you say my siblings, Daniel?
This is mine Geschwister, something like that.
Geschwister.
Geschwister, yeah.
Yes, my siblings. Okay. Then who else do we have? Then don't let's forget pregnant women, because they are the one that start everything for us. So pregnant women. So if you want to say somebody is pregnant or pregnant, is schwanger. 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 So your wife can easily tell you, ich bin schwanger, it means I am pregnant. So let's see who can tell us some few things. Let me call somebody. So Beatrice, how do you call your great grandma? Beatrice Bamidele, how do you call your great grandma? Beatrice, you can go ahead and unmute yourself. Okay, Beatrice, we are waiting for you. So Chika, how do we say parents?
Elton.
How to Elton. Okay, so Faith, Ude. Faith, you can unmute yourself. How do you say children?
Kinda.
Kinder. So
Kinder.
Igwe Blessing, Kinder. So Igwe Blessing, how do you say my father-in-law? Igwe Blessing, you can unmute yourself. How do you say father-in-law? Okay, I don't know where Igwe is. Akintayo, how do you say mother-in-law?
Not sure, but I think Shviga Muta or something like that. I'm not so sure.
Shriga Muta.
Shviga Muta, yeah.
Shriga Muta. Okay. So who else has a question for us before we move quickly to the next phrase? I think we are doing a lot today, but it's lovely. So who else wants to ask us a question? Who else wants to ask us a question? Owobu Innocent. Faith today, go ahead.
How do you say nursing mother in German?
Huh?
How do you say a nursing mother in German?
You want to say nursing mother?
Yeah.
Okay, you can just say stillige Mutter. Let me write that for you. So who else is raising their hand? You can go ahead.
Yeah. How do you say step brother or step sister?
Most times it's very, very relevant. You can just throw in an explanation of who they are to you. So most times they don't usually have that step kind of thing. Okay, that was why we skipped also stepmother or stepbrother or something like that. But if you're looking for it, it's called like Steve Bruder or something. Okay. but most times they don't usually use it. So stillende Mutter. Okay, go ahead.
How can we say male or female in German?
How do we say male? Okay, we didn't even do that. So Stiefbruder, like Stiefbruder. That's like stepbrother. Don't faint on me now. So let me write that. So like stepbrother. You can also say stepsister. That's like step sister. So man and woman, or what did you say? Man?
I said male and female.
Okay, male and female. When you're feeling your how do you call it? Resume. Manlich. Man. Weblish. Woman. What else? Weblish. Female. Okay, go ahead. Your hand is still up. So weblish. Solomon, go ahead.
Yes, it's on the female one that you just wrote now. I thought W would always be pronounced as V.
V.
Yes, alphabet W, I thought it's always pronounced.
Weblish. Weblish. That's how they pronounce it. You don't in some situation, look, in some situation, just like you have some exceptional rules in English, is the same way that it applies in German. Sometimes you hear the they, but sometimes you hear like this weblish is just very normal. At least I cannot say weblish, they would not want they won't understand me. But once I say weblish, you will know that we are talking about female. So there are exceptional rules in the language. As you progress in it, then you will get used to these exceptional rules as well. So let's move on. Who else wants to ask a question? I just saw somebody very new in the class, and I would like the person to introduce themselves to us. Mata Imorike, can you please introduce yourself?
Okay, so
Mata.
I'll try, because literally speaking, I didn't start when you really started. So I'll try.
Okay, go ahead.
My name is Mata. I'm true.
Okay. Let me pair you with somebody. So God's Power Ebosele, can you please get to know Mata? God's Power, you can unmute yourself, please, and get to know Mata.
Hallo, guten Abend, Mata.
Hallo, guten Abend, God's Power.
Yeah, wie geht's?
I'm fine. I know Piket is how are you? I'm fine. I don't know. I'm fine in German.
Okay. Where comes to?
Lagos, Nigeria. Like, so where do you live, or where do you come from? No, like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead. Ask some more question, Gospel.
Okay. Wie is a familiar number?
What is your family name?
Emerike.
Oh,
Okay, what?
super,
Okay.
super.
So Martha, don't give us just the answer. We want a full sentence. I can also say my name. He just asked if he's thy familiar
Okay.
now. I can as well say,
Okay.
yeah. So you have to say a very full, complete sentence.
I am
Then
sorry
that's
to disappoint you. I am relatively new, so I didn't start when you started. Like,
okay. So this is what you can do, Martha. Kindly go back to our platform or Nigerians in Germany platform, on any platform, on any social platform, and go back to the class, okay? That will help you speed up with us. Okay. Well, thank you very much. Thank you. So I'm gonna call another person who is new, Eugenia Adaku Agbarakwe. Please, Gospel, get to know her. Please, you can unmute yourself to speak to us.
Hello, guten Abend,
Adaku.
Adaku. Hello, guten Abend.
Okay, so Adaku, you have to please introduce yourself to us. Then there's another person. Oh, Gospel, you're getting to know plenty people today. So Gospel, get to know Faith Ibiwari. Faith Ibiwari, please, you can unmute yourself to speak. Pepple.
Hallo, guten Abend, Ibiwari.
Hello. Hello. Good Abend.
Ja, guten Abend. Wie geht's dir? Wie geht's dir?
I think
How are you doing?
I'm fine. I have the same issue of not starting with the first class, but I can actually understand the questions, but how to say them is not very fluent yet.
Okay, so you also please kindly go back to our class on any social platform and just do a catching up with us, okay? But thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you, Gospel. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
So I want to call somebody to tell us the 4 seasons that we have in Europe generally. So let me see. Jude Akintayo, can you tell us the 4 Jahre Zeiten, das wir haben? 4 Jahre Zeiten.
Ja, sorry, bitte?
Kannst du uns erzählen die 4 Jahre Zeiten? Can you please tell us about the 4 seasons that we have in a year?
Sommer, no, but Herbst, Winter, then Frühling. Winter, Frühling. I don't know if summer is correct, but I think. But I know those 3.
Then tell us, please, the 6 Tageszeiten auch. Tell us about the 6 days, the 6 times, or how do you put it? The daytimes is 6 in numbers. So tell us about the daytimes that we have.
Morgen, Mittag, then Abend, that's 3, evening time. Then is it Mittag? That should be noon, not too sure. What's the last 2? I can't remember the last 2, I'm sorry.
Okay, so please go back to your notes and check. So Mary Osi, can you help us out with that? 6 Tageszeiten.
Okay. Morgen,
Morgen,
Vormittag,
Vormittag,
Nachmittag,
Nachmittag,
Abend,
Abend,
Nacht,
Nacht,
Nacht and in der Nacht.
in der Nacht. Okay, danke schön. Solomon, can you please tell us the days of the week, the working Tage? Tell us the working Tage.
Montag,
Montag,
Dienstag,
Dienstag,
Mittwoch,
Mittwoch,
Donnerstag,
Donnerstag,
Freitag,
Freitag,
Samstag
Samstag
und Sonntag.
und Sonntag. Und welche ist der? Which one is the der among all of it? And which one is the das Wochenende? Which one is with the masculine verb?
Das Wochenende is weekend. The rest is da.
There, right?
There, yeah.
There. Okay. So thank you very much. So Okpe, can you go ahead and tell us the 12 monaten that we are having in a year? Okpe, go ahead.
January,
Januar, Februar,
April,
you are missing it. You are missing it. So Januar has to, Februar has to, and then what is the next?
March,
March,
April,
April,
Juni,
say that again, not bitte.
Juni,
Juni,
Juli,
Juli,
August,
August,
September,
nochmal bitte.
September,
September,
October,
Oktober,
November,
November,
December.
December. And what is the article that they carry? What is the article that all of them carries?
Ein,
Nochmal bitte.
Is it ein?
What is the article that I said they carried? I said they carried the article there. Or I said they carried the article there. So that means that all the January, February, and so on and so forth, they are there and they are masculine. None of it is feminine. The only time we talk about the feminine is in the Nacht. In Nacht. And the Nacht comes with die Nacht. And then I told you that we have an exception of in the Nacht. Okay? So you guys should go and please learn about that as well. So our verb that we are taking home today, we are going to take the verb horen. We are taking the verb horen. So we are going to be marking 2 assignments next Saturday. We have the verb horen. Now, guys, this Saturday there will not be a class. We have to do the class again on a Thursday. So, Chike, can we vote when on Thursday should we do this class? Because on Saturday, I have a family gathering, so that's why I will not be able to promise that I will be back home before our class. So, when should we do our class? On Thursday. So, can somebody, should we do it in the evening or should we do it in the morning? No, in the morning will not be nice because not many people will be able to come. So when should we do it? Can somebody just raise their hand and tell me when it's comfortable for them? Chika, go ahead.
Yeah.
Huh?
No, I think we should do it in the evening, just like we did it last week.
Okay, so we
that
should do it maybe around 7.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm Donna Star Noah. Okay. Okay, so guys, you heard it already. By 7 o'clock, we are going to be doing our class again. And the verb that we are taking home today. Let's see. Okay, let's see who is gonna. Let's see how the vote is gonna go. Okay, so I think that the 7 p.m. is much more than the 6 p.m. So we stick around with our 7 p.m. class.
I think that's still voting. Well, I mean, let's see. Let's
Oh,
just give.
okay. Let's wait a bit.
Let's wait a bit. Okay, so 4 more people. We need 4 more people to vote. 80% of you have participated. Just choose your time. I mean, well, I think from what we can see, so that's 10 to 6, but.
Okay, so I think we'll have to stick to our 7 p.m. again. So we'll stick to our 7 p.m. again, and then I'll see you guys on Thursday. I love you very, very much. Please take good care of yourself. That is very, very important. And please go back to your notes. Go back to your notes. And I sure look forward to seeing you. Chika, you have something to say?
Yes, ma'am. Shortly for a short time, my network had issues, and when I came back, I heard you say that we would have 2 assignments for next week. I did not get what the assignment was. I only heard
The assignment I'm talking about. Thank you so much, Chika, for reminding us. The assignment I'm gonna talk that we'll talk about is common. So we have 2 assignments now. We have Koken and common. So we have been using the word voekomenzi. So this is the word that we are taking with us this week, and it's called common. We have koken, we have maken, and then now common. So now we have 3 important verbs, and we are going to be conjugating all of them on Thursday together. So the word common, that's the one we are taking with us today. So please read again on how to introduce yourself, and then we'll see us again on Thursday. I love you guys, and you take care of yourself. Have a great week still. Bye, guys. So good night.
Thank you very much.